That's my longest bolt. So I'm just going to take a couple of these and weld them together. I'll get me one just long enough to clamp this thing down. I'm going to machine the edge off here. Add a strip in and do the same to this wheel here, and then I'll weld the strip in to make a double wide rim, and then you know, de-spoke these and all that, and then I'll use both these hubs to make an extra wide hub. It's gonna be 3 inches wider. Then I'll relace everything back up with just half these spokes all together, so it'll just be one wheel, still 36 spokes. And then yeah, that'll be the extra wide rim. I'll fit this tire here. Now I realize there's two different lengths of spokes, so I gotta disassemble this. Just make sure all the spokes are the same length because I have two full sets, and then reassemble it with just equal length spokes. Damn it. Take it all apart again. So I just figured out why there's two different lengths spokes, and it's not for dish offset. It's because in this hub they're in different locations, so every other spoke has to be, they have to alternate the longer and shorter ones. And so yeah, take it apart a third time, and hopefully this is the third time charm. So here I had to take it apart fourth and hopefully last time. What happened was the sealant I used for sealing the spoke holes to make it tubeless didn't work worth anything. So I had to clean it, take it all apart, clean all the paint down to bare metal, just start new, doing it right this time. There's an old saying, there's never enough time to do it right the first time, always enough time to do it right the second time. So, or fourth time, I guess. So I had to clean it all the way down to bare metal, use an etching primer, so don't have to worry about just lifting the paint off. And I got the right sealant that everybody seems to have success with, and then tape on top of that just for a little added security. But so I also made some modifications. I ground, there's a little lip here. I ground that down to get the tire on a lot easier. It was really a pain to get on. And in doing that, it got real hot and boiled up the paint on the inside, so I had to repaint it as well. Yeah, just one step forward, two steps backward. But Yeah, I also wanted to point out I left this bare because it was so tough to get the tire on with the tire irons. It pretty much ended up messing up the paint on the lip. So I figure I'll just leave it bare till I get the tire on, and I'll come and touch up the lip afterward. Next step is to get this all sealed up. Be patient this time, let everything cure, and yeah, that's where I started to talk about. Anyway, the old sealant I used, after I used it, and I looked, it says 1 to 2 week curing time. And after a week, I was pretty impatient, just wanted to get the thing together. And it seemed like it was cured, but apparently if you use water, it kind of postpones the curing. And in the process of getting the tire on using soapy water, it basically just made it all gummy again. So it sealed for about 5 seconds to seat the bead, and then just started leaking. And then that's also, I got 72 holes here, 36 spoke holes, and then the rest I'm plugging with these little panel fasteners. So it's really critical that it's done with the right stuff. So I got it reassembled and sealed back up with the right sealant and the tape, and I'm a lot more confident in this. This isn't going to leak, I don't think, especially with all these little plugs. But so now I put the tire back on and work on getting it on the bike. You might have noticed this sign that appeared in the background somewhere in the middle of this video. I just finished 3D printing all the parts and getting it assembled. But that's DP Design Fab. That's my website if you guys want to check that out. So finally got this bead seated. All the spokes and plugs appear to be sealed, but I had a little pinhole leak. Paint started bubbling up, which really didn't adhere very well either. So luckily that told me where it was. This little. So that's an easy fix. Luckily I could just put a little dab of metal filler with a TIG welder, and without having to take apart the whole wheel again. So I just welded that little pinhole leak. Now I'm going to pump it up, make sure it holds air, and then I'll do all the paint touch up finally. And then finally start making this thing fit on the actual bike. Now that I got the wheel finished up and it's holding air, next I'm going to work on getting it to fit on here, which is going to take a lot of modification. Basically, I'm going to have to cut the swing arm up to widen it. You can see how much wider this is, and I'm going to have to move the chain out to clear the sidewall of the tire. Going to keep the suspension geometry all the same, so this won't move. The wheelbase is going to stay the same. I'm gonna have to make a longer axle and whatever else I'm gonna have to make to get it to clear, basically. So I have sort of an idea of how I'm gonna do it, just kind of one step at a time, but that'll be for another video. So I'm gonna call this one here, just making the wheel, and thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.